So I'm going to show you a couple of pro examples first. And let's do Roger. And I'm just going to take a random forehand here that he's receiving from his partner on the other side. And I want you to tell me when to stop the video when you feel like Roger has prepared himself in a position that from that position he's ready to like swing forward and hit the ball. So I'll go slow and you tell me where you feel like he's
He's right there, kinda like, well, that's where he's about to do.
Okay.
Drop right there.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, I agree. So from this position, his body is fully turned, his shoulders are coiled a little bit past his hips, both his hands have turned back, his racket is up, and so as you pointed out, from this point, all he has to do is let the racket drop, and then from that point, his body's going to turn forwards, and the whole thing, all the dominoes like start to fall, and that whole chain reaction starts to fall into place. So I want you to notice what the ball is doing now.
Bouncing.
I don't think it's quite bounce. Yeah. It's like right at the bounce is when you asked me to stop. And so notice the location of the ball. This isn't like the biggest shot like Roger's ever seen. It's a little bit past service line. This is for Roger, this is a real run-of-the-mill, like standard ball. And yet he's ready to hit the ball by the time it bounces on his side of the court. So I'm going to take whatever the next forehand is. Okay, so here's the next shot. And we're going to look at the same thing. So tell me again when you feel like he's ready to swing or like make his swing towards the ball.
Bobby, right there. It's like, yeah.
All right, cool. So let's watch where the ball is now relative to where it's going to bounce. So this was actually a really deep shot. So that landed just inside the baseline, which is why he felt the need to take that little bit of like a drop step back to give himself a little bit more cushion, a little bit more time. Notice that the relationship between when he's ready and when the ball bounces is really similar. It's on his way down, but now because it's a lot deeper and closer to him, he's actually getting ready a little bit before the bounce. So before the ball even hits, his racket's already falling. And so he's already put everything into motion to put everything else forwards towards the ball. There's nothing else he has to do at this point other than turn his body now that his racket has started to fall. I'm going to show you one example, or as many examples as you want, but at least one with the ball machine. And I'm going to show you another example of you and I playing a point together to show you how this kind of gets you into trouble a little bit. So let's look at with the ball machine first. This was like towards the end of your hits. So this is comfortable now, like you've fallen into a rhythm, you know exactly what's coming, exactly what the tempo is, no surprises here. And so this is your like standard preparation. Now I want you to watch yourself and tell me when you feel like you are ready to make your swing. Where are your hands right now?
It's out front. I mean, wait, yeah, I'm out front here instead of here.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
If this is the baseline, I'm like this the whole time.
Yeah, you're right. You're correct. Yeah, the racket's actually still a little bit in front of your body.
Yeah.
The racket head is for sure, and your hands are for sure. I want you to watch relative to your footwork. So here's your first step, second step, and you've actually extended your hands outwards a little bit, which I see relatively frequently with students that I work with. Here comes your third step. Your hands are still in front. What's the ball doing right now?
It's about to bounce.
This is your third step. There's the bounce.
Oh, it's still
So it's like you're still in this like I don't know, running like position, I guess.
Yeah.
And so if we had to, could we hit from this position with the racket head in front of your body?
Not very comfortably.
Yeah, we could do it.
Yeah.
Like if worst came to worst, like you could just kind of turn your hand and like kind of like flip the racket forwards. But now we've basically short-circuited all of this. Like you've turned your body well, but we can't really use it as long as your hand is in front of your body. The hand's got to get behind your body if we're going to pull the racket with your body. So there's still a lot of work that has to be done here by the time the ball bounces. All right, so let's see. So the big question is, when does he actually prepare it? Racket's still not moving back.
Wow.
Now it's starting. It's starting to move back as the ball is like halfway up from the bounce. This makes things really hard. It's doable, But the timing at this point, in order to get your racket all the way back in time, then make your forward swing forwards by the time the ball gets there, while you're on the run, doing all that at the same time is really, really tough. The biggest challenge is going to be relearning like your timing. You're used to a particular like rhythm and like set of movements, and when we're going to totally change that, and that's going to make you feel a little bit like out of step for a little while. Okay. But the upside is going to be huge. All right, so here's what we're going to do, Hill. You're going to start off in the middle of the service line. And you and I are going to shadow through some swings together. So the first thing we're going to do is just practice going from ready position to your new and improved take back position. Yep. Yeah, so yeah, we can start with your both your hands on the racket is totally fine. Let's start with that. So just shadow that a couple times for me. From ready position to take back position. Great. And now let's add on the rest of the swing really slowly and smoothly. So you're going to make your initial preparation move, and then I want you to release with your left hand, let the racket go back, and then drop and turn and do all the rest of the stuff that...
Not like this.
Yep. That wasn't too bad. Here, watch your last probably like 5 or 6 or so. And in general, I just want you to watch the flow of the racket, the general kind of rhythm and timing of it, and also the shape. Now it's circular instead of linear. Yeah. Meaning the racket head is starting in a vertical position first, then being led back smoothly to here, then dropping, and dropping, and then coming up to contact. So now if we connect the dots, we've got a circular path, whereas previously you were going on that line, straight down and then straight up. So here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to take the basket to the other side, and I'm going to toss some balls to you. And now what you're going to do is practice going from, you're going to start in your ready position. When I toss the ball, your goal is to get to this hangout position by the time the ball bounces on your side of the court. And you're not going to hit it yet. We're just going to practice going from ready position to preparation position. We'll call this preparation position from now on, by the time the ball bounces. That's right. One more of those. All right, now time it with the bounce. That was 2 pieces.
Okay. Oh, okay, again?
Yeah. It was better. You didn't hold the racket in. Piece 1 wasn't with the racket in front, but you took it like halfway back, and then when it bounced, you went back to here. Okay. One move. Yeah, okay, there we go. You still segmented it a little bit. You like went to the, let me show you. Just so you know I'm not making this up. Yeah. I'm nitpicking a little bit, but
No, that's good.
but I want you to know what's happening. You know what? That was better than I thought it was. This is the other reason why I check it, in case I'm wrong. It's good enough, and the timing I'm looking for is by the bounce. So like the question I'm asking myself is, could Hill hit an effective forehand from this position? And the answer is yes. Is there more work to do? Yeah, of course. Like the racket still has to be dropped, your body still has to turn, but I'm glad I looked at it. Like this is definitely a turned enough position and a prepared enough position. We can hit an effective shot from here.
Okay.
So I'm happy with that. All right, Hill, we're going to do 2 practice bounces without a hit, and then let's hit 4 in a row after that. So with a bounce, practice. Good, that was nice. Practice. Yeah, nice. Now 4 hits in a row here, all the way. That was 2 pieces. That's better, good. All the way. A little bit segmented, not bad. That's better. Good. It's pretty subtle now. Like it's not like before where you're like freaking holding the racket like out in front of you. Like it's not like a real clear, obvious thing now, which almost kind of makes it dangerous. Like here's one where there is a little bit of a hitch. So here's position 1. Now watch you turn extra when the ball bounces. And there's position 2. So it's not huge, but I'm gonna keep pointing it out because we just want to clean this up as much as possible. So watch it in real time. 1, 2. Did you see it?
Yes.
It was there too, yeah. It's pretty good. That was more uniform. The position you're going to is the position you're actually hitting from. And there's not like a secondary motion. That was a really nice one.
Yes.
That was super clean. So it's like the position you went to initially is the position you're hitting from. And so you're good to go. There's no extra work that has to happen. Let's take out any need for any secondary preparation. All right, Hill. We're gonna practice now with the movement. This is taking a big jump, and we'll see how you do. If you struggle with it, we'll make it easier, but I think you could probably do it. Are you ready? Same execution. Very good, very good, very good. Prepare. Nice, Hill. Nice, nice. 2 more. Prepare. Yeah, good. 1 more. Dude, that was great. Watch this. This is like an hour ago. I want you to watch yourself. Watch the rhythm and the preparation and the timing of your swing. And the path of your racket as well. And now I want you to watch what you did just a second ago.
There. Nice, nice, nice. There. Yeah, good.
You look like a way better tennis player. So look at the difference at the bounce. One of these players is ready to hit the ball, and the other player has to do work still. Look at how ready you are here to actually hit this ball. And also look at the shape of the swing now. Is circular. Whereas the shape of this swing is actually linear. You're dropping the racket straight down and then going straight up, all in a very short period of time. And look at the position that your body gets to on the left compared to on the right. You're in the same position on the court. The camera angle's a little bit different, but you're hitting right in line with the single sideline. And you started, unless you cheated on me and I didn't notice it, you started from the same position. You're actually closer. You're closer on this one. Is the same ball, the same speed, the same ball machine settings, but on the one on the right, you're late with your body. And you're late because you waited till the last second to prepare yourself. So on one, you're able to step in and turn your body all the way. And on the other one, you're on your back foot and your body is still sideways. It's because you waited until it was the last second to prepare yourself. Instantly, you're gonna upgrade your tennis game once this starts to become repetitive.